Sweetness, would you still love me if I was a worm? No, I'm not going to, but I'm just sort of curious. It's been on my mind lately. Might be a fun thought experiment. Is there any form I could take where you wouldn't like me anymore? I get why you're asking, but no. I would never hurt you or not know who you are, no matter what shape I was in. I'd still have my brain. I still know you no matter what. But not every form has a mouth that can talk or vocal cords. So communication might be tough in some cases. Mobility, too. And if I were some sort of fish, I would definitely die without water, so that's an issue. But yes, I can promise you that even if I was a Death Adder, I wouldn't hurt you or forget who you are. I'd be your Death Adder, poised to strike at anyone who annoys you. You say overkill, I say proportional response. Plus, I think I look good draped around your neck. You would be like a supervillain. But I'll take your reaction to mean you wouldn't be a fan of a snake version of me. Good to know. What about other things? Are there animals you're scared of? Or just really not comfortable with? Helps me to know what I should never turn into, even for fun. I'd hate for you to see me a certain way and then, think less of me or just see me differently. That's fair. Most people don't like wasps. I hate them too. Oh yeah, I've thought about turning into one and then going into a nest and destroying it, but I worry that I might get taken out in the process. I have to be careful. Don't want to actually risk harm to go tear up some evil little bugs. That's the downside, yeah. Whatever shape I'm in, I'm mostly bound by that animal's physical limitations, which makes sense. I couldn't have human strength in a wasp body, it wouldn't work. The physics still apply to a point. It's complicated. Obviously, mass changes, blah blah, there's magic, brain stays the same as much as possible. Best not to think about it too hard. But no, I can't, carry rhino strength into a mouse form. That'd probably just kill me. My little mouse self would explode. Right, so no wasps. Anything else? I'm assuming jellyfish are out. Nobody likes jellyfish any more than they like wasps. They're so creepy and they really hurt. Jellyfish are the reason why I don't like going in the ocean most of the time. That's an interesting look on your face, but I'm still going to put jellyfish in the no column. Same for cephalopods, anything with an exoskeleton. Okay, let's keep it together. Some things are just completely off the table for you to be able to still want to be around me. I fully expect that. No scorpions, no spiders, no giant squids. What about the less obvious things? I don't know, just something I'm thinking about. Like the whole getting stuck in an animal form thing. That freaks me out when it happens, and I worry about it happening again. What if I got stuck in a form that wasn't human and it lasted a long time? Or forever? I mean, if that happened, obviously some things just couldn't be a thing with us anymore. You can't kiss a hawk, not without getting your lips bitten off. You can't properly hug a giraffe. Most of the physical stuff would just not be an option. Which is good. It'd be weird if you still wanted to kiss me as an animal. I'm down for being petted when I'm a cat. The cuddles are nice, but that's where it stops. But as far as just spending time together, hanging out, talking like this, is there a line where you'd be like, nope, not interested in talking to you anymore? Because of the shape I'm in and that's it? What if I were a chipmunk? Could you hang out with a chipmunk? I have no idea what my voice would sound like, but if it were that squeaky, you have my permission to toss me out a window. In fact, I'd beg you to. What about a hummingbird? Could we hang out then? Very true. Let me think of something larger. How about an alpaca? Could you be friends with an alpaca? Not a llama, an alpaca. Very different. I would show you, but now I'm in my own head about getting stuck in a shape, so I'm just going to stay like this for now. Think a nicer, softer, smaller llama, not so much spitting. Good for really nice wool. And I could probably fight off intruders with my hooves, assuming we had any intruders. So, alpaca girlfriend? That's fine, I wasn't loving it anyway. What about if I were a raccoon? I would have little hands with little thumbs. I could do stuff around here. I'd be really good at washing dishes. They wash everything. I think raccoon would be a natural for a good time. I could bring you a drink and curl up in your lap, or eat myself silly on cat food. Be a big fat trash panda. Good to know. And no, I don't plan to actually turn into any of these anytime soon, but, if the need arose. I'm not entirely sure what the need would be for an alpaca, but I could see a lot of uses for a raccoon. Maybe you'd need me to find something you lost in the trash, or climb into the attic to help you thread a cable, or go through the vents to stop Alan Rickman from bombing the building. All sorts of useful things. I know, right? Raccoon is sounding better by the moment. We can do better. What about a penguin? You like penguins? They mate for life, Oh yeah, lots of birds do. Others will reevaluate their options for mates every season, like ducks. They might switch it up, they might not. They keep it flexible. Birds are kind of fascinating, not gonna lie. And also so pretty. I always love my plumage when I'm in a bird form. The feathers feel amazing. I wish I could describe it, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Honestly, I wish I could describe a lot of the things I feel when I change shape. Like how it feels to be incredibly flexible, or to be covered in fur, or to have ears that can hear almost anything, or eyes that can see more of the light spectrum than human eyes can. It's like the perspective shifts so much, and it's really interesting. Maybe I should try to write a book. It would never do the feeling justice, but hey, maybe people could get a little taste of it, even if it's filed under the fantasy category at the bookstore. It'd be nice to share either way. Okay, so are there any animals I haven't become that you would like to see me do? I'm open to suggestion. I don't want to think anymore about the things you wouldn't like. I'd rather focus on the things you would like. I know, I like you too. I love you even. I just want to be sure you're getting the full Shapeshifter experience. Are there any animals you'd like to see me try on for size? I wouldn't right now, I'm still in my head, but eventually. If you have some childhood dream of pretending to be a hard-boiled cop with a talking fox sidekick or something, I'd like to hear about it. Yeah? Monkeys are cool. I've been a monkey a few times. Not that different from human when you get right down to it, but very flexible. I could swing everywhere. Oh yeah, loved it. Very strong, too. I would have stayed a monkey for longer if I hadn't had things to do. At the end of the day, it's usually best to just be human. You get the most access, you get the best communication, you get cute clothes. When you're an animal, it's very hit or miss. Sometimes it's freeing, you can go just about anywhere, but other times you're very restricted, and following the rules can be tough. You know what I mean. Can't just walk up to someone as a duck and ask for grapes. They'd be like, holy crap, talking duck. And then you're screwed. They'd probably try to grab you and take you somewhere to study, and then the whole cover's blown. Nope, can't do that. You have to just flap around and look cute and hope that people know not to give you bread because it's bad for you. Yes, bread is bad for ducks. Don't ever give it to them. Give them cut up grapes or loose green peas instead. You're welcome. Happy to spread information about duck maintenance. Anything else? You want me to be a Clydesdale so you can ride on my back? Or maybe a dolphin? I'd be willing to go back into the water for that. Dolphins are jerks, though. We have to steer clear of other pods. Can't do fantasy things, can't do extinct things. I've tried the dinosaur thing a few times, and I always end up an iguana. It's frustrating. But I guess it makes a little sense. Oh yeah? What's your suggestion? Oh, you're so sweet. Mwah. I appreciate you. If you like me best like this, I will definitely stay like this. Of course, unless you need me to crawl through a vent for you, in which case the raccoon option is right there, tiny hands and all. Always. But I'm glad you like me as I am. I like you just as you are, too. Sweetness, I can't imagine loving you anymore, no matter what shape you're in, but I'm glad you're you. You're perfect. Perfect for me, anyway. Thank you. But, you never did answer my question. Would you still love me if I was a worm? That works. You would definitely make my aortic arches beat faster. Haha, let's never test it out. I'm staying just as I am, right here with you. Shout out to James. You're this audio's randomly selected sweetness patron. Do you want to be next? Support me on Patreon for this and other great perks. The link is in the description, along with all my other channels and all the ways you can support me. You're the reason I keep this channel going, so thank you. And thanks for listening.